Hey everybody, it's me. I'm a tiny bit late because Twitch did its thing again. I forgot I had to reset my stream key like 3 times over and all that. So a few minutes late on that. Apologies to you guys waiting in the wings. Anyway, I really wanted, first of all, thank you Shabazz, Nim Chimpskey, Cooper the Red, joining me nice and early. I really wanted to play something black because it's kind of a Halloween themed show, kind of. In 2 weeks, we will not have a show next week, but in 2 weeks, we will have our Halloween extravaganza, and I will go all out. So there'll be a lot more of this and promos to go along with it and stuff like that. So I'm kind of getting, played Magic in the played, I forget which one it was. Go, thank you so much. Anyway, yeah, so I've been having a lot of fun with this list. I'm no stranger to this pro red trickery with this, and Steel of Godhead. It makes them 4/4 unblockables with life gain, which is awesome. And then, you throw this in for good measure against the turn or game one black decks. Now, the big deal here is we've got all these indestructible, a word I always misspell, lands. So what do you do with them? Well, we do the old trick with this, right? Gain some tempo and stuff. We can do this, but then we've got this. Enchanted Land, a 2/2 indestructible flyer. So outside of like Agony Warp or Snap, which we are running, it's pretty cool in Edict effects. Then we also have 2 Crusher Zendikons. And why are we doing that? Well, we're running 3 Cannonades main, which is why I call this deck Red Wind. Just been having a lot of fun with it. It's no meta breaker or anything like that, but it can have those kind of really lopsided games. We got 1 CLP red, mostly for affinity, no stranger to that. 3 Dust to Dust, 3 Hydroblast, 2 Dispel, 1 Sandstorm, 2 Pyroblast. The Cathar Commando's just here for random rogue enchantment lists, and 99% of the reason because we're not running all that many creatures. I know it says 10, but there's 6 more in there with the Zendikons. And so, against black, we might need an instance. But I thought Raise the Alarm, but I just kind of wanted to go current, I guess. That would be the way to go. So red deck wins. Ooh, that might actually get a few more clicks, but there's a lot more than red going on here. But yeah. Anyway, so let me, I should always do this first and then make sure we're going good. But hopefully everything's looking and sounding good. I did all my little, the way I roll is I make a test sample show, and then I go through all the camera angles and make sure every little thing's perfect and stuff. But whenever I have to reset, sometimes things, the machine just gets thrown around a bit. So I'm a wee bit flustered that way. And I've had a super nice, awesome, busy week working like crazy. My neck was actually sore from editing so much. So that was a very nice change. I felt like when the weekend arrived, it was deserved. Just some nice structure in my life. Hopefully that continues and we can keep moving forward with that. So, so we've got the, indestructible lands here. We've got 2 plains, 2 mountains, 5 islands. The 4 preordains are really killer in this list. The most misunderstood card in this list is Snap. Now, normally this is a pretty awesome card for tempo, right? But when you're untapping this at instant speed with a combat trick, so like they attack with 2 dudes, you bounce it, you untap, you're already attacking Crusher Zendikon as an instant blocker that does 4 damage, indestructible, or you kill a Delver or a few fairies or whatnot, and it doesn't matter what they've got, it's not gonna die. And Zendikons have been around long enough that they're old enough that they're kind of out of the lexicon of like Magic lore. So a lot of times people will just sit there and they'll point removal at it, and it just eats it and doesn't do nothing. So, yep. What's this? What do we got here? Low range sushi. Oh no, I'm with you. I was a little late too. Low range sushi. I had, like I said, Twitch. I still can't get Twitch to talk to YouTube. I went ad nauseum about it. It was getting very frustrating. YouTube side said it was Twitch. Twitch said it was YouTube. I know it's YouTube because you can't even like tell it to accept Twitch things. So now what I'm stuck doing, out of the kindness of my heart and my love of Pauper, is I download like an 8 gig file. So it's taking even longer to upload to YouTube, but it's my only workaround as of now. I've spent so much time looking in all the little basement areas of, Twitch and YouTube to just try to find like what the hell is going on. And unfortunately, not much. So we are just waiting for our, hopefully, first victim. We'll go from there and see. I'm hearing really good things about the new Halloween movie. I think it's called Halloween Kills. I've always been a fan. There's a new thing on Netflix, The Movies That Made Us, and it has a really cool, just how they made the movies and stuff, and really enjoyed it. It's really cool. All right, let's open up our yard. Yuck. Well, we got to throw this back. We'll mulligan this hand. And this one's not much better. We'll mulligan this too. We have a lot of lands. I don't know what's happening. This is like a theme here on Propaganda. We tend to always have this happen early and often. We'll get rid of this. We'll get rid of the basic. And I guess we'll get rid of this. This hurts. Don't think we're going to be able to pull this off if we keep drawing like this. We have, I think, 21 or 22 lands. And you want to go a little bit heavy, which is why I'm a little frustrated already, because I'm like, well, where were our lands right then? But, oh, here we go. Well, at least we'll be able to block this all day long until bounce shows up. But because when you first brew with this, you're like, oh, it's usually flooded, and there's a good reason. You're attacking with your lands, so you don't want to miss drops. So Lucas Scratch in the house. Yeah. There's always something to be said for this whole what do you call blue removal sort of thing. I want to keep red open, even though blue's kind of our hallmark card. I mean, we can really hope that they drop a mountain here, and then we might be able to win this one. But mulligan down to 4 is pretty brutal. And like I said, it's just the way of the universe with Magic, right? You put too many lands in, and we all know the drill. That's when you get screwed, and then you cut lands, and that's when you get flooded. It makes no sense, but if you hit that little go live button, it happens almost every time. We'll bestow Magic Online. Oh, what you got against Magic Online? That's the best. No candy gloss and irritating sound effects going on. There's enough to think about in this game without all that, right? Bunk Toast Dewey. Morning back to you. Sorry, I'm reading all in reverse. Derailed just one random guy. Very nice. All right, here comes the Fathom Seer. Maybe they're on all blue. That would be kind of bad because bounce can really slow us down because our lands come into play tapped, the majority of them. So hopefully everything's looking and sounding good. I won't know for a few hours. Yeah. So we've got a new commercial segment in from our bathroom break, I should say, in our little mass removal section. And let's see. So another reminder, no show next week. Please spread the word to all the alkalites out there of Pauper. Hopefully I don't let too many of y'all down. We'll rock like this. I kind of want to keep the onus on him. I know this seems a little reckless. I'm just going to kill that now so that they have to invest. I don't want to walk into counter spells and try to beat them in 9 turns with a 2/2. And this way, the Vedalken Outlander, I don't know if it'll be needed or not. If we see a mountain, it's going to be awesome. If we see a swamp, it's going to suck. But it might evade a edict effect, or it might turn into a 4/4 unblockable that gains life and lets us swing back into this. So I feel like Magic's online shuffle is... Oh, that's what you mean. Yeah. You know, so many people have said that, and I'm right there with you. What is it? What have I been playing this thing for? Over 20 years now? Varying differences or versions of it. I mean, this thing's really... I haven't really seen it crash or do anything horribly wrong anymore. Every once in a while I'll come across a card that doesn't work the right way. Okay, so our protection from red plan's going to suck this game, and we mulligan to 4. So don't expect much, folks. That's my way of padding my next loss. Yeehaw. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm always trying to give you guys good things to watch. And I am pretty impressed with Oats Studio on Netflix. Pretty awesome stuff. This is where things get a little complicated. You know what? I'm going to save the Zendikon. And I'm just going to try to avoid edict effects. We're probably going to eat an Agony Warp on this thing. So, and I'll trade a Ninja with that any day. Or up. And again, you know, if he wants to flip that into a Ninja, the card advantage is going to be good for him. The tempo advantage might be better for us at this stage, this crucial turn. I've seen him already Preordain and Brainstorm twice. Yeah, the lag and stuff, Shiraz, hasn't really been an issue for a couple weeks and stuff. Once I got that thing set up, it's just the connective tissue between Twitch and you know what? I even went live 2 minutes sooner, thinking something's going to go wrong, and it did. And yeah, I just pretty much had to go reset my network key. I've already reset all the passwords and everything and changed everything, but I think last week I did that, and then I was like, oh, I'll remember to resend my key and do all this stuff over again, and I probably didn't. So Probably nothing. I didn't. My oldest is back home from college for just about a week, so it's been pretty cool seeing him. He's got a haircut similar to mine, although it's all grown in, but it's nice and short. Military guy, looking handsome as hell. Unlike his old man. Used to be okay. But now, I look like Seeker of the Way. You. Any other Halloween fans in the house? Not of the holiday, of the movie series. I really enjoy that franchise. There's been a lot of stinkers, but the last two, pretty much anything with Jamie Lee Curtis is watchable. So if you want to see some horror movies and you've been living under a rock for, I don't know, 40 years, that's a good way to, what do you call, move out the fat? I'm not quite sure. All right, well, we're going to go get our lands right. Let's do this to this. We'll hit here. Thinking probably need blue most of all. We'll go get an island. And there's that dude showing up. That's pretty cool. I think I'm gonna go like this, and then I'll just pick off the ninja. Gonna force him to show his hand a little bit here. Got a Zendikon right behind this. Again, we mulligan to 4. Very blast start against a very good deck, so. Okay. Hey. He took 4 instead of 2. That's pretty good for 2 mana. Did I do editing work on The Mandalorian? I did not. Actually, I take that back. I did a tiny bit, but it was for a promo. Most of the stuff I do is in the promo world. And I did not see my favorite character of all time coming with Boba Fett. I was totally sitting on the couch watching with my mom, having a good old time about a year ago. And I heard that familiar war horn, and I just got the chills all over my body because since I was a little kid, I've always had a thing for Boba Fett. Mandalorian I liked a lot, but okay, so this is a little bit of a free to rest for those. We know he doesn't have Agony Warp or some sort of like, you know, even Echoing Decay would suck here. Anything that does minus damage still gets around that. So, oh boy, this is nice, huh? I think I'm going to slow roll this, and I'll just see if he wants to do anything at the end of his turn, or maybe we can... I'm probably looking... I mean, a counterspell is going to do it either way. Outside of like a double spell stutter sprite pull here, I don't think it's going to be a bad thing to make this happen on his turn. So we'll do it right now. Boop, 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 boop. Start on the series with my son Nils. Yeah. No, it's good. It's some of the writing can be awfully... It's ebb and flows. There'll be like some like really good adult episodes, meaning just the plot lines and stuff are a little more complex and stuff. And then there's, especially early on with The Mandalorian, there's a few that are just, they're so linear and they're just kind of copy paste, or you can almost like flip the villain for the guy in the next one and this planet for that planet, and it's pretty much the same story. So little freshman in some of the writing, but then right when you catch on to that, they knock it out of the park. So definitely worth a watch. It's nice for the lore and everything. So alrighty, well, we're kind of stabilized here. We've eaten a counterspell, we've eaten a snuff out, and you can see how this kind of buys you a lot of time. I think the I don't know, the Zendikon or the Guildpact's going to be more threatening here. Just because we're doing it, let's we'll try the Zendikon out, make it look like we've got maybe Dispel or something here. Oh, just saw 2 episodes. Okay, I'll try to keep my mouth shut then. That's right about the time I think it started getting a little repetitive, but hang in there with him. It's a good watch. What do we have here? Counterspell. Well, we've eaten 2 of them. We'll just sit back and maybe we can claw our way back into this. They're probably waiting to draw another ninja so they could turn on that auger and sacrifice the other one. All right, we love that play. If I was my opponent just then, I would have kept that land in hand. What do we have here? Hard-casted multiverse? Oh, no, all right, cool. Oh, I kind of like this because now I can just... that's why I don't play Monarch in this build, because we have the Monarch Thief, which is Guardian of the Guildpact. Outside of some weird artifact strategy. I mean, flying ginger brute. Who knows? It doesn't even need to have flying. It just does its thing. Alrighty. Ooh, this is nice. This is very nice. Let's just get our big dude in here. Bonk. Hello. And remember, too, when you're running these Zendikons, they have haste. It doesn't say it, but if your land's been out, you're good to go. So I'm going to attack here just because I can kind of sort of trade with these things. And I'm going to get rid of any sprite bait as far as something that costs 2. Of course, we draw the Zendikon now, but... And I did try 4 Crusher Zendikons in this list at the initial stages, but did a little bit too, what do you call, compact. I think 2 of those and 4. And you know, when you look at Zendikons, there's some trample options and stuff. The red one has trample. That's why it's in here, because that's a form of evasion. And flying as well. But all the other ones, a little subpar. Black one makes a 3/3, but that's nothing special in this format, right? This could be impressive if we can pull this off. Remember, we mulliganed a 4, and we've rounded 2 counter spells and quite a bit of, what would you call, hate? What would I like to have be returned least? Well, probably that. So we'll drop that. We'll be able to shoot something. I'm feeling pretty good here. And now we've got at least a counter spell for the Spellstutter Sprite in our Galvanic Blast. Oh, Rocket Lassie. I think that's how you say it. What's up? I'm right back at you, baby. Woo! Stream's working. I'm caffeinated. Feeling good. All right, let's see what this rat number 2 is going to squeal on his friends and show us what secrets. Preordain, huh? All right. Well, we don't really have to focus on that too much. I'll dismiss that. Boink. Here it comes. Metal Kirby 27. Good to see you, and thanks for joining us live on Twitch. Like I said, we won't have a show next week. We'll have a big Halloween extravaganza 2 weeks from today. And, oh boy, the skies are getting crowded. Let's see what we can do here. Probably kill that. I really hate to use a Galvanic Blast on that, but I do want to grab Monarch back. We need some of our life gain to show up. Switching off Monarchs here. Still not looking too hot. Yeah. All right. I kind of like seeing an island here. Here we go. Now we want to keep our red options open, so we'll enchant this Razortide Bridge with the Zendikon. Woo! Feeling good. Alrighty then. Let's try to... I hate doing this on this, but I want to get rid of blockers. So we just sit here totally naked. Oh, I guess they don't have it. All right. Well, we could come over for 6. Had that not been a blocker, we would have had lethal there, which is kind of frustrating. They're going to get back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I go all in here, I can... Should I? I think I'm just going to go for it. Let's hold that guy back. We'll keep the lethal for next turn. He's still got 2 cards in their hand. I don't know what's going on here. Coming on over. Can't believe this is a remotely competitive game after mulliganing to 4, but maybe it isn't. Let's see what new devilry is headed our way. If this is Echoing Decay, this is game over. Yeah, this is brutal. Crunch. We get both our lands back. How glad am I that I didn't attack with everything. And yeah, that's the worst thing for this list. And of course, I think this is the turn where we dropped an island, right? So we can't even re-enchant our good stuff, and we're going to have to, yep, we're going to have to spill the beans on that. Never mind. Boink. All right. My initial thing was Alex Cascade. Good to see, Cascade, sorry. Good to see you, my friend. Yeah, that was brutal. Like I said, Agony Warp, Echoing Decay. You're looking at like, what's the one nobody ever plays that gives -4/4? All of these things, and bounce and edict effects. Those could be headaches. Now, hopefully we run into a few red decks today. Sometimes you get the rage quit because they see your pro red strategy on game 1 and they're just like, what the hell? Having a day like I'm just having. Alrighty. I do not want many of these things returned, but since two of them are attacking, it doesn't make much difference. Can at least steal back the Monarch, which I think is the play here. We're going to be taking 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 next turn. Without seeing any red source drop. Feeling a little bit better about that. Now this is when you so want to have, you know, an enchanted land. So we could have attacked, let's pretend that all that stuff didn't happen, right? We attack with Zendikon. Next phase, they attack, we bounce something and we untap a blocker that was already attacking. That's what I was trying to get at earlier. Good times. We'll go from here just to try to get a card. Maybe we can top deck our next two Galvanic Blasts back to back. Yep, Zendikons with a pro-red built-in main theme. But that Echoing Decay in their sideboard, Alex, sent us packing hard. And none of our life gain angles have shown up. You know, I could also draw that. Steal of the Godhead on Guardian will actually kind of make this a wee bit competitive. The problem with bounce against this list is you just don't want to do it. 2, 4. Ugh. You know what? I'm going to bounce the the Thorn. He's already going to have it, so if he wants to replay it, it's going to take up the most of his mana. Everything else gives him too much advantage here, So again, if this was a Zendikon land, I could untap it and block now, and it's a really nice trick. I just love when it works. Hey, my daughter Maggie is watching. Hello, Maggie from California. You should get into Pauper. It will make you smart and many other things and bring you closer to Dad. Very good. Getting the generations involved. Awesome times. Maggie, no, I almost cut a Barbie trailer last week. I had to say no to it because, like I said, when it rains, it pours, and I was getting very frustrated about that. It was like, come on, I've been looking for work for so long, and then I get 3 in 1 week. I had to make a choice. Hey, thank you for that, Lorraine Susie. Yeah, my podcast that has nothing to do about Magic, episode 3. I'm always talking about it on Saturdays because that's the day it drops at midnight, so I'm all excited about it. But thank you for that. If you want to listen to it, there it is, and stuff. All right, let's maybe we can bait out a counter. Here comes a Sprite. We're just dead next turn. 1, 2. We've got at least a blocker there. Alrighty, we'll do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, we can survive. That'll be 2, 4, 5. Wait. 2, 4, 6. Now, I'm going to have to bounce something that I don't want to bounce here. Yeah. We'll keep our red open. My son is 6, primary Pauper player. Very nice. Propaganda, Stumpy Wire. Yes. Thank you so much. You were the one that gave us the latest Buy Me a Coffee. I will be putting you in the little thing. I just, like I said, I've been incredibly busy this week, so apologies on that front. This might have been a misplay dropping that land, but we'll get another mystery card here. Why can't I top deck a Fiery Cannonade there? Darn it. All right, here we go. That's right. I mean, Sushi's saying it all. Alrighty. Man, this is kind of lame. I'm going to throw the Seer back just to try to stay alive. We might top deck a Galvanic Blast. They probably got tons of answers here. Boop, boop. We'll get rid of these. As we're going to take 3. Wait, no, that's still lethal. What was I talking about? What did I... Oh, I was thinking bouncing that, but then he could just reverse it, right? And then that would have still been 2... Yeah, we're dead either way. Dead. Dumb ear. Maybe I need some more coffee. I was flustered. We mulliganed the 4, and I had stream issues. We'll get them. Here we go. Woo! I know there's better options than that Commando for flash and against edict effects and things like that, but for right now, going for the flexible option there. All right, we get it. Overkill. We talk about that in one of our promos. Not needed. Let's go to game 2. Here we are. All right, we're going to bring in the Dispel, but first of all, we're going to bring in all of our Pyroblasts. Both Dispels. I don't think we'll need that. Because they're not playing So this is an artifact. You got to be careful. And about the only thing we really care about is our Galvanic Blast. So against the list that don't really have artifact hate, I do bring out the Knight that aren't running red. But I don't want to go any lower on our creature count there. So I'll get rid of a steal of the Godhead, which makes everything just awesome. Might even get rid of 2 of these. But Snap has been pretty underwhelming. I'm going to try to just use it as a combat trick on me. In fact, I think I'm going to maybe go like... I think I'll just keep in 2 snaps. And we'll bring back in one man. One of the best efficient things about, fairies is you don't really want to bounce them. So it's they're kind of snap proof. All right, let's see if we draw decent this time. Okay, well, artifact lands would be nice, but I'm not going to argue over what we just ran into last game. It's nice being able to keep 7 cards. Let's see if nope, of course, our opponent gets to keep all their cards too. All right, we're looking for a white mana source. We don't like either of these. Bottom. And there's another one. My God. I think we only had 6 of those in the list, and I think we've seen all 6 in the opening draw here. But we do have a Zendikon in hand with a Pyroblast, so it's feeling all right. Yeah, I probably should have brought in Swirling. You're right, if I get to game 3. It's a little too hasty on the uptick there. Good call, good call. Especially with those 1/3 bodies. All right, let's do this while we still can. We like both of these. We'll say top. You want to do that before you drop your land, so you've got options. Okay, mana's on board. We got counter magic. We got beautiful basics. Feeling all right. Opponent's hurting for land, it looks like. Unless they're doing the same thing I just did, where they're weighing their options on what the second land drop shall be. Yes, indeed. And just yesterday, it was feeling so wintry and fall-like, and then we had a little heat blast. So you notice some movement behind me? It's the fan on again, which I didn't think we'd be turning on until about, I don't know, March? April? Hey-oh, Pauper Tim in the house. Good times. Oh, been testing the white infect list. I think adding Dawn Charm would be good to against. Yeah, I've tried Dawn Charm. If you go back, I think we've streamed that one in 5 years, probably 6 or 7 times. And there's iterations with Dawn Charm. It's always valid. That flexibility, especially when you're running white, is an important thing. Well, I don't think these Outlanders are all that important. I'd probably save that for the counterspell. And I'm just going to... yeah, I'm going to drop one of these dudes out. And I'm going to blast this now. Just because I've got a freeway here. And then he's going to have to kind of commit tempo to the turn. And I really don't care about that Outlander outside of drawing Steel of the Godhead. Yeah, white, you've got to... a lot of those cards that say or really help out. And they feel more powerful in a white list. Just because, the lack of draw and the, the creatures are so dang good, but everything else kind of suffers for it, is what I'm trying to say. So, yeah, if you time your cards right and you give yourself those options, it kind of feels like a little bit of a blue spell, meaning you didn't draw a card, but you have access to things that if you did draw a card, it kind of does that same thing. So, you have to submit your take on mono black control. Yeah. So that's the thing. I was so trying to play Swamps, but the only deck I like with Swamps in it right now is, you know what, Black Sack, which is like my favorite thing under the sun right now. Love it. And I've played it, I don't know, 3 times in maybe 4 months. So, got to be careful. Don't want to overdo it. All right, so there's the killer card there. I'm going to save that for later. Right now, I think we're going to get in with some pretty good damage here. We're going to throw this on the Zendikon. Come over for 6. And if it's got some cool little trick at the last second, you can always Pyroblast, but we're just hoping to trade here. Again, they kill that Zendikon. It dies, but you get your land back. So there's almost, other than a little bit of tempo loss, it's pretty fun times. Cup of tea number 8 for Shiraz. Woo! All right. Thank you for the link there, Nim Chimpskey. Our opponent's suffering a little bit of mana, which looks great compared to our last game. The old Preordain spell. Yep. All right, there we go. Yeah, and I was running, I think the initial build of this list I had, oh, what was it? Esper Stormblade? You want to bring that up in the chat, somebody? That's a blast from the past, right? But with enough of these Outlanders and still the Godhead, it can be a pretty interesting tech. But I was like, you know what? If I'm really bringing that in against black, I'm going to want it to either have flash or make two things. And so, ooh, Nim Chimpskey, quick on the draw. So at the last minute, I edited the list and changed it up just in case we run into more edicts than other things, which we'll see. I think I might want to go all in on this Still the Godhead. So he can trample, he can do a lot of things, but he can't do much else. Let's keep our blue open. We'll go like this. We're coming over for 8 on this turn. And if there's an Agony Warp, there's quite a few things. I want to have options here. This will really suck if he's got Snuff out, which he might. Yep. Alrighty. Well, that sucks. We do 2 for 1 ourselves there. That blows. Another reason for only 2 Zendikons of the red persuasion is that Steel of Godhead is in our list, but we're getting close to that, what do you call, kill range with, you know what, if he probably does have a Sprite, he probably does have a Ninja. I want to do this now while I've got a clear opening. Again, just so he has to invest a board presence, can't sit back and play, be nice to top deck a plane right now. But that Still the Godhead's a little counteractive with Crusher. That's why another reason we're only running 2 of them. What do we have here? Is he going to kill it with like Echoing Decay? Hey-oh, there it is. Boop. All right. We lose tempo, but we get our land back. Opponent's playing very stubbornly, not wanting to die, nor should they. Okay, well, change of plans. We'll drop this just for sheer tempo again. Whoop. Got to feel kind of mad if you have to use good removal on a protection from red guy, but we only have so many creatures in the list, so hey, it's a bear, you know. And as we just saw, it can turn the tide of battle pretty well and be unblockable with Steel of the Godhead. So, like if we top deck Steel of the Godhead right now, we're still pretty good. Come on, counterspell. That ain't good. He already knows what's in our hand, so and now we can't really do much. So looks like tempo keeps going this way. We're not going to be able to pull out of this one either. Well, that helps a little bit. Counter for a counter, but we don't really have much to do. I would have probably the worst opener right there would have been another Zendikon. I'd love to top deck it now because then we have haste. It'd be really cool to drop that other Crusher. Again, Rustvale Bridge has been out for a turn, so your creature will have haste. All right, obvious ninja pull here, and the problem being outside of this next turn, the math is not going to be on our side with a counterspell and a Spellstutter Sprite return to the hand. We will have to do something this next turn. Yeah, that's why I've considered running Raise the Alarm in this build too. All right, so that one coming a mile away. Would have been nice to go to a game 3 with this. That game 1 didn't do us any favors, but still playing pretty competitive against the the top lists of the format. Devere is always one of them. Anything with fairies, right? Alrighty, well, this is really maddening because we know they got counterspell, but if we do this, they're going to pull into it. So let's play to our outs. I'll tap red just to kind of pull a little bluff train. In fact, I'll float one, and then I'll say Preordain, implying like I can zap you, baby. All right. Well, this helps. Yeah, this helps a lot. Say bottom. We'll say top. Yeah. Do we have everything we need? Yeah, we can do that, and then we can counter the counter spell after he blocks. So that feels pretty good. Just want to click real carefully here. Okay. Yeah, we'll waste that. That's fine. And we'll attack. Of course, they're still going to just be able to Spellstutter Sprite EOT, but I doubt they will because they're going to be counterspelling this to try to save their team with the Augur play here. Probably thinks I top decked like a Galvanic Blast, and I'm Okay, so outside of pirates, there's other creatures that don't die to this, and we're playing one of them. So I'm going to tap my lands very carefully here as we attempt to cannonade and take out their team, keep ours. We are at 17. It's not too bad, right? Time to dismiss this. Kill that. I'll do this. Do they have foil? I know my illusions deck does. The little engine that could. I don't know if we're going to be able to get there officially, but we know they got a sprite in their hand. Nascar and Metal Kirby 27 in the house. Boy, we got all kinds of viewers today. Thank you for joining me, everybody. So, whatever country you're watching from, is Halloween a thing in your country? I know sometimes I'm surprised that some places it's just not really a thing. So I feel like we're at 2 life, but we're at 17. We're feeling all right. And 3 minutes up, despite this bald chatterbox going over here. Nefarious fairies, I like it. Oh, but anyway, Netflix. There's a thing called Oats Studio, and as clunky as that sounds, it's actually pretty damn good. Very random, just crazy, crazy stuff. Really forward thinking. You know, if you're old like me, there was a show called Liquid Television on MTV that I used to adore in the late 90s. Might have been early 90s. And through high school and stuff. Thanks a lot, Deck. You know, one time we don't really want to draw that. And it kind of feels like that. Very artsy and very just moody. One will be like sci-fi. The next one will be comedy. It's pretty trippy. Ghost Zombie the Game thing? Cool. I'm sure I've asked that before, Shiraz, but I moved to Australia once. They don't do Halloween. I left after 3 months. Is that a thing? I didn't know. Hopefully you're just making a joke, but I would hate to take that holiday away from anyone. But yeah, I couldn't live in a culture that didn't know about. Oh, come on, list. Let's go. We know we're just walking into a wall of counterspells here, one of which is a fairy. Can I just draw our other Crusher Zendikon? That would be so nice. Little haste action. Smash-a-rooney. We haven't seen too many counterspells. Just one. Not joking. Ugh. All right, well. Between the Orwellian mask stuff I'm hearing out of New Zealand and Australia, and then no Halloween, I think I'm going to stay clear. I don't know even firsthand if any of that's true, but man, it sounds like they have gone really over the top. The island nation's got to be safe, but whoo. That's a long walk. Alrighty. Well, here's the card we sighted down nothing to, and oh god, I just want to draw some hate dudes. Come on. Get a Zendikon. Attack. Maybe it gets through. Maybe they don't have anything in their deck. And then I snap one of their creatures and block one of their creatures. And that's the pipe dream, I tell you. Go to the graveyards to pay. Oh, a little version of that. Yeah, I know Day of the Dead. I think it's November 5th. Oh, equinox logic with human tribes throughout the earth. I was always shocked. Gosh, I was like in my mid-20s, I think, before I realized that Halloween wasn't always a thing. It's pretty recent as far as holidays go. So from a worldwide perspective, I think it's just over 100 years, a little like maybe 130. All right. Well, this is not boding well. Okay, bad news for us. Our opponent isn't counter happy. I guess if these start attacking, I'll only have one white source, so I'll go like that. Oh god, we ain't winning this game. Jeez. Adults celebrating their birthday didn't used to be a thing. Yeah, my kids are always laughing whenever my birthday rolls around. They're like, "How old are you?" And I'm like, I look at my wife. I'm like, "How old am I?" Having a December birthday really throws the math out. Just about all of my friends and loved ones, just a group of Sagittariuses, I tell you. Centaur people. Ah, I should wear hooves. Yeah, I've always laughed at the idea of birthdays. It's like, shouldn't we be celebrating the moms that went through all the pain? We just did the normal thing, so. I like that name, Daskar. Sounds like a villain in the old G.I. Joe cartoons. A poor letter D, right? Well, I shouldn't talk. My moniker is Deluxicop, but Deluxe kind of implies benefits, so hey, I'm a good guy. At least I'd like to think so. But most D words seem to kind of contemplate the negative there. So we've already shown a little trickery, so you might let this through. Cool. We'll throw this on bottom. Now the sprite will show up top, and we can't even snap it because that's just folly. So we'll just see what we can do here. Boop. I'm sure by now he's got counter magic or removal, and probably both. Yeah, we're dead in the water here, guys. Yep. That's 2, 4, 5. We're just gonna scoop here. Yep. Bump, ba-da, bump, bump. George, I love it. All right, let's see if we can draw a little bit better on game one and make this a wee bit more competitive here as we roll to the list here. Oh, okay, well, not the way you want to start, but our deck was fighting us tooth and nail, and that's a damn good deck, so no problem. We'll say yes to this. As we look at a perfect opening mana, we'll keep. Hopefully they're on red because we've really got hate here. And off we go. Okay, warning to everybody. Remember our little segment, what did you learn at the end of the show? Try to, even if it's something funny and not magic related. And it goes to everybody in the chat. We'll go round robin. Just be ready for it, I guess. Okay, well, we don't have too much going on here. Let's rock. This deck is I know this looks a little crazy. This deck is all about tempo our opponents here, so I'm just really trying to gum up the works here. I'll try to get our oops. I clicked wrong. I thought I could do that. Oh well. I was thinking like, oh, I got a tempo play here. Nope. I'm getting colorblind with all these do everything lands. Everything seems to be a duel. It's like, not so fast. Literally, I will slow down your turn by 1. Dual Grass. Okay. That I can deal with. Not too worried about that. Negative tempo is still tempo. That's true. That is true. Yeah, Guilty Conscience. That's a fun card to build around. I've had some fun with that in the past. There's not many things bigger than this. I'm just trying to keep our tempo play because so many things come into play tapped. Just want to be able to live long enough. Oh, come on, list. Never thought we'd play Guardian before we could get the Outlander out there, but hey, 3 mana can be a problem sometimes for this very reason. One I've always liked is Blessing of the Leeches. I really like that card. I like anything with flash. It's like my son says, you know, he likes any card that says, you know, has the cantrip draw card. I'm like, I agree with you there. Well, another black-based deck here with probably plenty of edicts, and it's kind of what we don't want to face, but we'll see. We just need a plane or another Razortide Bridge or something here. Yeah, Blessing of the Leeches. Tried that in Black Infect for so long, and just like today, when you play Blessing of the Leeches is when they start using edict effects or minus effects where the regeneration isn't really a thing. You know, regeneration's kind of taken a few steps back. I'd argue 3 steps back. It used to be around Ice Age, you know, Homelands era, that kind of stuff. It was formidable. It was like, whoa, how do you get rid of that? It has. But now there's just so many edicts, so many minus this and exile that. So it didn't work well at all. That usually is the thing. I get a lot of people on emails and stuff saying like, oh, why don't you take on this? And it's like, not everything's a home run. There's for every, what's that inventor saying? For every successful idea, there's like 10,000 that failed horribly. You know, all about that. I don't want him to be able to turn on his, I know that's not a word. I don't want him to be able to turn on his prowl mechanic. I think that's what we're up against. Finally. Jeez, thank you. All right. You know, had I waited there, I could have snapped that, untapped my 2 dudes, and then had that. So a little note to self, might have been a better play. But why do I need such a long name? Thank you for subscribing to Prime. Oh, appreciate it. I just got one of my first big old Prime payouts, so that was pretty nice. It's never as much as you think, but it's always kind of cool to go like, wow, I like paid for groceries. So thank you to all of you that have done that. Continue to do it. Uh-oh. Speaking of continue, boy, we really need our Still the Godhead to show up here. Torture. Sure, we'll grab Torture. All right, getting close to death. Hopefully they're just sitting on those prowl cards, right? Well, I'm going to throw this out just so we can use up all our mana. Depending on what we top deck next turn, we might be able to play both the Outlander and the Galina's Knight. Not that great against a black deck, just like last round. It's a gamble you take. There's so much red removal out there, though, that I almost guarantee where it's going to pay off, but we shall see. Yeah, I really like Okiba. Okiba demands some respect. Boy, our life is just chiseling away here. We've given the implication that we're kind of a removal-heavy deck, which we are. So maybe they'll go more of the spell plan here. Ooh, don't like that. Alrighty. Good news is it's a good snap target. Bad news is we're not drawing much along the way of help here. I'm going to do this just to stay alive. I know the rat can't block before anybody gets cutesy in chat. I'll do this and this. I probably should have... yeah, I could have dropped both my dudes there if you saw that, but I'm just going to play one of these guys out to avoid an edict effect. I'll still eat the rat. And then I can also turn on our Still the Godhead, but yeah, not something you want to see swamps too much. Our Still the Godhead plan has really been hiding from us too. So. Drool Grass showing up. All right, I guess Crypt Rats isn't going to do too much here. Okay, they're just going for that. Now we have to kill that. Dead meat. All right, opponent played through. Let's get a damn W here, guys. Jeez, what's going on? Maybe I need a COP black and not COP red, but that's awfully good for decks of the Artifact Persuasion. Alrighty. Unfortunately, I kind of like what we have main here. I don't know if this is even needed. I mean, I'd rather it than a Galina's Knight, maybe. But it, you know, dies to Cannonade, but I can make that decision when I need to. And I think we're just going to keep everything else. Our Superstitious Shuffle usually works well for us to break up the phantom algorithm of, you know, online whatchamacallits. Dispel, not too worried about. Sandstorm, if it gets that bad, we're in trouble. We got Cannonade for that. Sandstorm is mostly for like walls and, believe it or not, Tron and stuff like that. I don't want Sandstorm. We've already got so much targeted removal, and then we've got 3 Fiery Cannonades main, and that will take care of everything in a lot less investment. Yeah, we want to play first. Double Preordain. We've got Cannonade. Do I keep this, guys? Oh, man. Would you keep this? I'm going to keep it. We've got options. That's why we play Preordain. Let's do it. Power of blue. Power of blue. Oh, it's so weird. I was looking. I was just having a relaxing, like, after a work week beer the other day, and I was just looking through old deck ideas and stuff, and I came upon a picture. It was February 2020, and if you look back on my Facebook rants and stuff like that, I was going through like a horrible flu. I had all this stuff. I even had a picture of like a tissue box, and I was like, holy crap, that is like right before COVID, or like when COVID was doing its thing. So maybe I had it. Maybe I was like one of the first people. I don't know. Bottom. This is not going to be easy. All right, cool. We did that. Now we can Preordain. And our mana's right. And we've got the Zendikon Cannonade. And we're feeling pretty good almost immediately here. Yeah, Daskar, I love me some Blackburn, but I like, there's a nice balance there. I really like the sack version just because you've got so many options. I think I'm going to let him overextend here. And we get the knight going. I'm going to save that Zendikon for some shenanigans. We're going to try to get our mana right. That's not what I'm talking about. We'll say bottom on this. I really need to hit my lands. Whoop. All right. Well, that'll kind of help. Yeah, we can snap and then attack with the Wind Zendikon because of Snap's ability. If we don't draw land. Bit of a silly play, but what are you going to do? Hey, and I need it. Where's my tissue? No. I got that water nose. Yeah, I was a little alarmed when I saw the date. I was like, holy crap. Yeah, I remember missing quite a bit of work on that. Back when I was a working man at Disney. Woo, come on, let's go. Wow, we could have a pretty eventful turn and eat a lot of tempo here. I think I want to represent these snaps just ridiculously. This will be a fun turn. It'll just make for good streaming. We'll do this, and it'll encourage them to just kind of burn a whole turn, and just out of like a frustration move, like, you know, ah, dang it, I'm going to attack with these guys. And maybe by then our Fiery Cannonade will show up, right? Here we go. Hiya! Maybe play Galina's Knight there. I don't know. We'll see. Tempo brand of tissues, yeah. Yeah. All right. Now I have a tissue. Use your shirt. Alrighty. What do we have here? Cannonade? No. Deck, would you please work? Can't block either of those. No reason to really do much of anything here. Two damage isn't too big of a deal right now. I'm just going to set this up. Can't block either, so maybe I'll top deck into a life gain thing, and then I'll have a Edict Insurance. Random deck left link. Double Zendikon to send a message, yeah. You know, I don't know what happens there. If you put Crusher on the wind, same land, does it ask you to choose? I should probably play a solo match and figure that out. I guess it would be both. I don't know how that would work. Does anyone? Where are all my my son and my friends that are such guru Magic players? That'd be nice to know. Oh, come on, list. All right, I want to show you guys how many lands we're running here. We're at 21. This is getting a... I play a little bit more than you should because of that, and looks like I need even more than that. Well, let's attack. Damn it. Can't block. Getting nibbled away here. It's not a race. I think I can win if we don't start drawing into some more lands here. And that Cannonade's going to do some work. It's pretty telegraphed, though, even if you're not used to this list, right? Seeing all this pro-red stuff and indestructible this and then access to red, it's not that big of a stretch that you don't want to overextend against me. But this little two pick-me-apart stuff is, come on, go all in and let's just draw. Yes, please, come on, just can we draw basic? Can we draw basic? Let's go. Basic. 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 Come on. Oh, not good. Can we survive? That's 6, 7, 8. I don't think we're going to survive this game. This is ridiculous. Can't block anything. Deck decided to just completely hold out on lands when we needed it most. That's maddening. I need a reset. Good grief. Did not think we'd start off with double L, but it happens. Here we go, and a whole lot of uselessness. Maybe he'll block. That would be fun, right? We're going to be at 1 life against a list that just has access to all kinds of, like, eat it. So, see ya, says Alex Cascade. Yeah, I want to join you with this start. We'll do all right. It's just our list is fighting us a lot with the tempo of either Screwed or Flood. I ought to do an experiment one of these shows. I'd play like 59 lands and see if we get screwed. just prove the algorithm, right? Prove everybody right. What's that saying? Google me right. No propaganda next week. Thank you for that, Alex. The reminder. We rarely miss a show, but I will be at a massive Halloween party in the woods of Tahoe, celebrating and many debaucherous events with my friends and pig's blood. No, I'm just making that last part up. I'm not that dark. I just like the holiday. All right, we're dead. Blonk, blonk. I'm going to roll to something. I'll be back, lick my wounds, and we'll be back right after this, guys. Woo!
Welcome to Sideboards Explored, Mass Removal. Crypt Rat's capability to kill everything on the board is awesome. Make sure to master the multiple activation tricks to get rid of pesky undying critters in one swoop, or try triggering for 0 damage versus impatient adversaries. Krark Clan Shaman is the man for removal if you're playing a lot of disposable artifacts. Entering for 1 mana is huge when facing off against an overzealous opponent. Suffocating Fumes demands respect in Pauper. Since it doesn't actually do damage, it's almost impossible to prevent. On top of that, it even cycles. Martyr of Ashes is often forgotten in red decks and sideboards. While it often doesn't activate for more than 2 or 3 damage, if designed around, this card can be an unexpected and absolute backbreaker. Evankar's Justice is the only repeatable mass removal option in Pauper. Since most Pauper creatures are often at or under 2 toughness, this shines early and is devastating once its buyback cost is payable. Fiery Cannonade is the best instant mass removal spell in the game of Pauper. Be careful, however, as this can also eliminate your own creatures if they're not of the pirate persuasion. Fade Away is tricky to pull off, but in the right list and at the right time, it gives blue access to something that it shouldn't have: mass removal. Finally is a card that will surprise many of you, and it is the only card to be featured in 2 categories: Prismatic Strands. If you have access to white mana, you should be running this. It can often act as 2 Wrath of God effects if you optimize your white blockers in combat.
From the softest lotus petal extract, we bring you Giga Drowse. Replicate perfect sleep over and over again. Giga Drowse, for when you're tapped out.
Available at all fine Sinclair superstores.
And we're back. All right, let's do this. Let's see. It's red. All right, we're happy. No more swamps, please. Giga Drowse. Not played enough. Good old Tribe made really good use of Giga Drowse. Okay, here we are. Can we just top deck a mountain and make this nice and easy? Hey, look at that. Cool. Since we got Preordain, I'll lean on this. This is always the way it goes. 1 or 2 real shaky, weird draw things, and then the deck starts doing what it normally does with me, but who's to say? Oh! Strange list. Not sure if we're going to be any good against that. Of course, we do have our blow-up lands here, so that'll be a nice thing to be able to pull off. Maybe they're holding on red. We'll find out. Here we go. We have already got Metalcraft, just in case they're running something very strange. We'll, oops. No, we'll go like this. Probably get a big head scratch from our opponent. Wonk! Galina's Knight! Is it worth a counter spell? Counter this. Go to hell! Oh no, Nim Chimpskey, that's a whole new one. The old one, the old Sideboards Explored was just Sideboards Explored, and it was like 5 minutes long. So I updated it and broke it into like 4 or 5 segments so that, so that it's a little easier to get, right? Let's see if we can't just shut the door here, guys. I don't know if I should, yeah, you know, he's on the wrong removal color, so let's make him see if he's got it. Just going to go all in here and see if we can pull this one off. Yeah, Lucas Scratch with the Pledge Mage. That's right. There we go. It worked. Let's hope they're on a bunch of lightning bolts. Next turn, I'd really like to turn on that snap and be able to do some sort of tricks here for one of these games. But hey, we're doing an 8-life swing here, so I'm feeling pretty good. And wow, look at this. Finally, our opponent has some mana issues, and it's Tronless too, which is another, like, what the F, right? Because it's just kind of awkward. We'll drop this dude out. Maybe he's got edicts. I don't know. He's probably like holding like a cannonade and just like, come on, what is this? Who plays like this? We've got 8 damage on the board. All right. No. I could get him to 8 life right now, but I'll save that blast for end of turn. But again, please have amnesia on those last 2 games. If you look at the majority of lists out there, a lot of them really lean heavy on red for their removal. And like I've always said, it makes sense because you can, like we're going to do right now, we can point it to their head in a pinch. But when you do run into those, it's kind of some free wins if your deck's letting you draw lands. We've kind of stalled out ourselves on 3 here. Ready? Ooh, look at this. That's pretty fun, huh? Might as well. Let's, we'll pay blue. We'll go like this. Throw this up here. Come on over. This eats a counter, then we can still kind of win here. Again, all of our creatures, at least the Zendikon ones, if you play it right, have haste. Something that should kind of read on that card. I think it would up the value a little bit more of people going like, oh, wait, look at this. And I so hope somebody tries to kill one of my lands in today's stream because it's always fun when that goes down. Alrighty. Well, we can at least get him down here to 4 land. Make him really afraid next turn. Now keep in mind, yeah, it's protected from red. Might not be relevant, we don't know yet, but it's unblockable. Can't be blocked. And you're getting 4 life a turn. I wish it was the first one. Why do I need such a long name? Because our deck kicked us in the crotch and our opponents were there to kick us one more time. Maddening. All right. They don't have much of anything there. Let's attack with this. Got to use up his mana for that. I guess we do the Zendikon. I don't really know. Does that really get us much? Okay. So he played it out of the yard. That's cool. I'd really like to have an answer here, but going up against a fog list, it might... Let's just do this to do it. We'll say red. We'll throw this on... Oops. At our second main phase, we'll try to do that. Yeah. Well, you know, we've got another Steal the Godhead. If he can deal with that one, I think this might be the better play. Let's just do this to this to this. Boop. Implying we might have a Dispel. We might not. Replicate. Yeah. What's that one? Oh, man, there's a mechanic I really wanted to there is a Writ of Passage. I think that's what it is. Can somebody bring that up? I'd appreciate it. We got a W. All right. The spell's going to be needed. I think they're going pretty heavy blue. I'll get rid of one of our dudes, one of these, all of the cannonades we can get rid of. Snap's not that great here. I will bring in Sandstorm. That's a nice catch-all at the end of the game against walls and stuff, since we've got a little counter package here. Don't know if this is worth it yet. We'll see. Tough to always tell what Tron they're on. Is this the big red fireball one? We didn't see much acceleration, so I think we're just going to hold here. Yeah. Yeah, that forecast is something I've always been trying to make something. Pauper's a little too fast for some of these like investment heavy ones here. All right, well, we're going to keep this because of the double wildfire. I'm not going to lie. I'd like to be able to use it on ourselves, but not against Tron. We might get just a quick concession here. And if you're like me, that's what I like to pick on, the power plant. And everybody goes after that tower. For some reason, I have a better win ratio when I go after power plant. It's completely superstitious and has no basis in logic. And wow, thank you, deck. It's nice. It's just nice when things work. Yeah, Serpentine Curve is such a cool card. Except that everything blocks it. But, oh, man. That is a beautiful tower. That's one of my favorites. I like the autumn one just a little bit more. I sport them both. Sky Huzzah. Oh, I remember that one too. Yeah, baby. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Not much acceleration, but we want to draw a land. Okay. Now, we'll Cleansing Wildfire before I do anything next turn in case we do draw into a indestructible land. Therefore, we'll have a Zendikon active. I'm going to look for that green source so that all of our land destruction doesn't matter. How do I kill that? Interesting. They chose red. Okay, we don't mind that too much, right? Here might be kind of cool to pull that off, right? Did I just get rid of the options for the mana? What would you guys do, the Isle or the Tower? Play this. I think it might be better to just Zendikon now. Nah. Let's hurt their mana even more. I'm just gonna we'll just go old school. That's fine. Keeping them honest. Double blue, what you gonna do? Can slow roll this a little bit. All right. Hey, sure is nice to have a main deck answer to Tron, that Cleansing Wildfire. I forget who it was in chat last week, but yeah, it's pretty agreeable that that is kind of what's keeping Tron out of just dominance. All right, here we go. Let's turn the goods on here, but not for long. As my son likes to say, gosh darn it. See this little clean, or I can't really do too much here. I'm going to bring out the knight and bring out the knight. And I'm going to lean on the knight, guys, because this is an artifact. They might have answers for that. And I don't want to really turn on the hate. Hate is... And unfortunately, I'm going to just do a horribly slow move and do that. It's just the way the math worked and mana. I got two creatures. They're choosing red with the Isle. So outside of a fog effect, which we do have some dispels for, I'm feeling okay. Not great, but okay. And here comes you know what. I'm going to tap this preemptively just so they think twice about doing that and making them sure that they think I've got a Galvanic Blast. We don't. Does this even? No, that's just blue and red. Put it in the opponent's mind that they're already at 16 life, see? Damn. Tower plant. Tower plant. Cleaning up. Look at this, huh? Getting an extra card out of the deal. Is there any place where you can send Decklist? Oh, yeah. paupergan@gmail.com. Love to see them. All right. I'm going to go for that power plant again. That's how I roll. Boop, boop, boop. I guess I could go for this because then he can't really do much with it. Let's try that. I'll just do the tower. Gonna have him commit to like a move here, right? If it's a fog, if it's a counter spell. Boo, Elemental Blast. All right. Well, there's that. We could go in for 4. Got 4 either way. Counter heavy opponent. I'm gonna lean on this just in case. It's like to get our life gain up. We're gonna hit for 4 regardless. Counter red spell in the yard. Moment's pieces 2, but they don't have access to green yet. Thank you for that, Nim Chimpskey. I love that movie Inception, by the way. Interstellar and Inception, kind of in a always rotation in this house. Not always. Honestly, about once or twice a year view, usually fast forwarding through the plot points and boring parts that are very needed in the first go, but please send only kind of polished lists, meaning not like just throw out ideas. I always feel bad, but it just eats up so much time if I get like oh, that's kind of cool, but then I can tell like, oh, there's not even a sideboard with this, or it's just somebody's like middle of the night thought. Give it a few plays, make sure you're happy with it, that sort of thing. All right, well, here comes fog number 1. Be nice if we drew a either an enchantment land, or you know what? I can't complain. Look at our graveyard. We played 3 wildfires already. We haven't really drawn Preordain to set those up. I'm gonna set the board here. We'll do this just in case he's got Echoing Truth or something like that. We could also Wind Zendikon their tower if we draw into some removal. That'd be pretty funny. So we've got 8. Well, no. We've got 10 land destruction spells. We've got 4 Zendikons in the wildfire. I mean, it's a bit of a reach, but it's a line of play. We could do that. Again, something I don't really want to block. I mean, snap. But we'll see. Can attack. A little bit of a free roll here. Sure. We'll just do this. It'll be funny if we draw some removal and I can enchant the power plant and then shoot it. Or I could snap it. It'd be funny, like end of turn, enchant one of their lands. They're waiting on the moment's peace sort of play, and you just boing. Of course, Bonner's Ornament's going to put us out of the way there. But see, there's just a lot of lines of play you can pull off here. Well, not much to do here other than attack. Whoop. Here comes peace. Got it. Do I Zendikon here? Tempting him to attack with it. I can snap my own dude and double block. Let's just have some fun. Let's see if this works. I wish I could write the word oops, but let's, which one's the most juicy? Already got a tower. I got 2 plants in the yard, or none? Oh yeah, that one got countered. That's right. All right, we'll rock here. It's more likely to tap the tower than the power plant. This way I can, if he doesn't attack with it, I can at least bounce it. Oh, I know it returns to their hand. I just need a target for the snap there. Anything on their turn I'm happy with. I'm going to tap that Galina's Knight and kill the Stonehorn and maybe force them to use the Moment's Peace offensively. It's a reach. I'm just trying to entertain you all. Show you some lines of play that sometimes people might not see. Maybe I'm missing a few. Feel free to enlighten me. Going to be weird having a week off from you guys. I think I'll have the itch next week. I'll be like, hey, what's going on? Come on over, Red Rover. Well, at least EOT, we can turn off Tron. Snap's not completely dead here. Yeah. So we'll turn off Tron. Boink. Oh, no, we won't. He's already got the other one. How did I miss that? Damn weird artwork. He wants to blink it. Is this going to eat a counterspell? That would be awesome. This does nothing. I don't know why it's activating any sort of response from our opponent. Cool. That's awesome. There you go. Pretty dead card in this matchup. Fact note to self, go to game 3, lose Snap. Whoop. No attackies. Where is our Dispel at? Where is our Pyroblast at? Come on now. That's all right. Enough lands, though. I've had enough. I've had enough. This is that Denrova build. Nah. Tough to say, man. Tron's just so all over the place. Good card number 28, 29, and 30. Speaking of 28, that's where our life is at. Showing a bit of trickery here. Yep, I'm pretty sure we've got some green storm in our future here. The storm count's getting a wee bit high. And no, let's see what he does. Hey, come on now. Yeah, let's attack. It's got to respect because of the access to red. There it is. And it's in exile at least. That's pretty cool. I'm just going to do this. We'll sit on the other one, pretend it's a Dispel for the rest of the game. Not too much removal to worry about. Life total's pretty healthy. There's only one tower active, so if a Rolling Thunder's headed our way, which is going to get there a lot quicker because of Impulse, with that crazy man. What's he grabbing for? I've never noticed that. Is that just a bag of scrolls? Yeah, it's pretty cool. Double Impulse. Feeling a little nervous. There's only so many moments peace to go around, eh? With the access to the direct damage, a lot of times I don't really worry about a Flaring Pain style effect, but this is always when you want one. Yep. Boink. And 5 cards in our opponent's hand. They're halfway through the deck. Got us by quite a bit. Deck is not doing us any favors here. Yield. Did we? Alright. If I could wave my wand and never play a deck, it'd probably be Tron. Especially on a stream. Actually, I take that back. The number one would probably be Teachings, but nobody plays that, so. I think historically, man, our it makes for just such long slogs. And there's the combo. All right, about time to scoop it up here. I'll write the L and just see what we draw. The lock has been achieved. There's not much we can do other than wait for counter spells and maybe our Swirling Sandstorm to put him in a pinch. I want to sleeve up teachings now. Well, stay away from me. Why do I need such a long name? Teachings is a young man's game. I don't know. All right. Just for the clock and for the stream, I'm going to give it to the dude. It's a little foolhardy to think we're just going to draw into like ultimate counter spells and such, even though we do have them, but I'm going to get rid of Snap completely. I'm not sure if Dust to Dust is needed here. This does speed things up. And let's see. Why do I need such a teaching deck? You know what? Let me bring in just one of these. And I think I'm going to bring in this, the fourth Godhead, just to... Maybe we hit our lands right. We'll see. It's not red. A lot of their counter assessments are get rid of that red thing, so I'm going to go from that. So yeah, if anybody out there knows that YouTube fix, please let me know, because at the end of the show today, I spend like 3 hours downloading just a gigantic file and uploading the gigantic file and then renaming everything and doing all these little... Whereas just the old export to YouTube, go have lunch, come back, and everything's fixed. It's kind of maddening. Yeah, I want to play first. We got Preordain and we got that. I'll keep it. This is maddening. I really want better stuff, but we've got really good cards. If we just hit our lands here, we'll be on easy street. Can maybe start going really aggro and then just sit behind this. What would you call that? Okay, I already crossed that. Oop. Here we go. Yeah, problem is, Cooper the Red, this PC, it's not long for this world. I love it, but it's just started acting up, and I'm just going to download it to my other computer. I do all my graphics and editing on and do it from there because I don't really have all that much room. All right, let's blue. Please show me just show me some lands. Thanks a lot. We'll say bottom. I just got to. Come on. Alrighty, well, at least we got another Preordain, and we did lose a land drop. This list, man, this is pissing me off. Oh, this RDW looks weird. It ain't an RDW list. That's where it starts. This is all about everything being protected from everything. Still the Godhead turning on some life, and Zendikons using getting some indestructible flyers. So I'm going to do this first, even though we did draw land that turn, thankfully. Let's find... Cool. We'll say bottom. We'll say top. And we'll play this for the access to that. And our mana will be fixed next turn. You're probably right, Pauper Tim. I think that was... I don't know. I tend to play what I've been kind of messing about with. And this is the one, but our opponent hasn't missed anything. We have, this is, all right. Let's rock here. Yeah, I guess we do this. Let's hit the tower. Probably going to eat a counter. Nope. All right. Tempted to just do that on my own so that I get some lands, but hey, we just drew that. So, all right. We'll drop Galina's Knight, Pro Red. Don't have to worry about their removal package. Wait for Godhead next turn and sit behind a Dispel. That's the plan. I'm not sure it's going to work very well here. That would be a good card if everybody was in the same mindset I was with the hatred for white bordered. White bordered fanatic. It'd be like a red goblin with like a white paintbrush. It said everything I paint with white goes in the earth, or some cool little quote like that. Does he have it? Be nice if our Dispel was active here. Come on, don't have it. Don't have it. Ah, finally Tron doesn't have it. Right. Quick and slow. Drop the land. We'll play white, we'll play blue, and we're going to lean on the knight. We've already got Metalcraft, not that it really matters. Now we've got Dispel and Pyroblast active. What do we have here? I want to counter that. Oop. Stop him from fixing that mana end of turn. I played against it. Yeah, I have 2, Alex, and I used a scoop. It's like, life's too short. Can't be playing like this. What's going on? Right. Let's play what? Godhead Blast on that. He doesn't have the Tron effect here. All right, let's see what I can do. Ooh, that's tempting, isn't it? Well, first let's make sure this works. Boop. We'll rock here. Does he have protection from red or something? Can't be blocked. And with their mana situation the way it is, I think it's a lot better to probably Pyroblast on their turn. Yeah, we've got 8 damage next turn with that Zendikon with haste. I don't know if they've kept in red or what. Maybe they've just been holding it all for our face. That's what's nice about Steel of the Godhead, though. Gets you out of the race. Cropped rotation. Would have been nice if we had the Dispel there. 1, 2, Tron is achieved. Tower Mine, plant. Let that Muldrifter keep hitting us. With only one Pyroblast in our hand, we gotta lean on it pretty hard here. Green showing up. Hey, I like to see that. Play red, blue, and this. I think we'll just throw Zendikon on here. The only I've got to invest the red, right? Let's see. Hold on a minute. Let's Preordain here. Maybe I can find the other Dispel. Like that. We'll say bottom. We'll say top. Yeah, man, I really need a red mana. This is getting frustrating. Gotta turn this on here. I'll try to go crazy this turn. Probably gonna eat a fog at this stage of the game. Crusher Zendikon. Dun dun dun. Hey, nice one, Pauper Tim. When you hold it for the race, Steel of the Godhead goes to the face. And show me a fog. Okay. Rather that than it versus another Pyroblast. Hey, we gained some life. Alright. Hopefully we just top deck a mountain here. We've got some nice counter magic, but flexibility is a little hindered. Good news is we've only got one other Crusher Zendikon, and hopefully we don't top deck it. If we top deck the 1 out of 43 cards, and I don't mean top deck, I mean bad deck, I'm going to be... Whoa! Don't want to do that. I thought this was empty. I was about to add soda to my coffee. A little bit's fine, but not a half and half mix. Yuck. I always like to when people hold back, not that their opponent's doing it right now, but then they hold back to block, and it's like, you can't block the steel of the Godhead. Ooh, they're going all out. Look at this. They've got it. Wow. I think we're going to start off all losses. This is nuts. Lick my wounds. Come back in 2 weeks. DX. BR, good to see ya. Rosamond's handsome mug in the house. Yeah, most of you have access to quite a few of our emotes if you want to check them out. I spent a lot of time on those and we barely ever see them. I think you got to unlock some and some other weird shenanigans, but we'll go white here. Bring out the Outlander. Can't do much of anything here. I think I'm just going to chill. I can block that Stonehorn Dignitary all day long. Not that he's going to attack. What do we have here? Do I kill the Mole Drifter? I think I'm gonna. I don't want him to blink that. Whoop. Yeah, it's just going to Primorasa it back, and then I'll be in Regretsville. Yeah, Pauper Tim. Hey, remind me of that when December rolls around. I've got quite a few holiday promos I hold off for October, November, December. Yeah. God, this is just... God, I hate Tron. They just always have every single little card. Pick on their lands, pull some Rasa. Game where we did draw those wildfires. I think we won that one, but that was the first game. Good news is my bladder's in good shape, so we'll just roll to the next one. Die Hard. Yeah, you could call this list Die Hard. Everything's indestructible and protected from red, but it's definitely not winning hard right now. So we sit back and hope we can do something. Hey, that's pretty cool. Save that for a bit later, right? Let's, I'll just invest in this. Bonk. Of course, my phone on Saturdays. Let's see who isn't listening. Oh, okay, cool. Sounds good. Attack! Whoa! Crusher Zendikon. What did we learn? I know what I learned today. I'd like to run some more Dispels. Scenarios like this. 1 mana answers, especially in our dominant color of blue. Okay. The only thing we are winning is on time, and only by about 4 seconds. Yeah, that's a really strong movie, Pauper Tim. That's really high up there with a lot of critics and people that analyze films as being like one of the better, just a lot better than the sum of its parts. I was watching another one of those, the movies that made us, oh God, this is the thing I hate the most. Bonk. Yeah, I got a counter for this. Well, no, we can, that's fine. Sandstorm will be in effect here, so we'll lose one of our dudes. Blue Elemental Blast. Another one. Get rid of that one. As this one goes down to whoop. Bum, 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 bum. Almost scooped there, but then I looked at my hand. I'm like, hey, we got Swirling Sandstorm. Die Hard's a pretty good Christmas movie, isn't it? Oh, favor that. What do we have here? Alrighty. Well, they've got two options here. Let's attack first. Get our life on board. Maybe it eats a maybe a spell. I doubt they're gonna trip that Moment's Peace. Problem is, if they've got the blink effect here, I'm in real deep doo-doo, but I think they would have done it proactively there. So one of my favorite cards against Tron. I almost never see this coming, but there's a lot of answers they could have here, and if they do, I think I'm going to scoop. Ugh. Kick in the crotch. Those 3 Bonder's Ornaments represent a lot of mana. He's just got Marasa. That's all that means. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. End of turn Marasa. I'm about to scoop. Show me Marasa. No? What is this? Oh, is this that new... I've had this played against me a few times. Which one is this? That? Okay, well, there's that. Let's see what they're grabbing. All right. I don't got a Dispel, so I'm yielding, baby. I just learned that the Nightmare Before Christmas, the singing voice is Danny Elfman, but the talking voice is the guy from Princess Bride, Inigo. Squish. Pulse Marasa back in it. We're conceding. This is just despondent depression central. Ugh. Craziness. All right. I'm going to lick my wounds. Get some soda. Be right back. Hopefully with some victories. Apologies, everybody. It's what you get for playing Rogue sometimes. It's been doing a lot better overall, but not here. Be right back.
It's the liquor of ages, the tonic of conquerors. Find your spark. Gin and tonic, making men into giants since 1857.
And welcome back. If you're just joining us, we are licking our wounds big time. But I'm feeling all right. I got some caffeine on my side. All right. Oh, we have one W. Slay the Spire. Is that a game? Not quite sure. Yep. All right. We like this hand. We'll keep. Yay. Maybe my deck heard my despondent pleas. Woo! The best way to beat Tron is with a stick while it sleeps. Well said. It'd make a good t-shirt. Little front and back going on there. Come on, just show me a mountain. Yeah, let's go, baby. It's the kind of opening hand I have when I'm not streaming. Okay. Well, we kind of have our dude in play here. We're up against kill artifact mana here, so I'm going to lean on Galina's Knight. Might not do much, but we'll see. We do have the nice little combo here, but we're probably up against something with Journey to Nowhere, so not all that great. Alrighty. I don't know if I told you guys, but this little Coke Zero mystery here in at least California, they switched the recipe, but found this old market that has the original recipe at a discount price. Dungeon Crawler and Deck Builder. Ah, interesting. Why do I need such a long name? Send me the link to that if you can at poppergan@gmail.com. That'd be very interesting. Not maybe for my stream, but especially for Sapphire, my boy. Okay, well, our Cannonade's online, ain't it? That feels pretty good. I just want to, we're going to turn on our life plan here. This will at least tell us if they have Journey. If so, we just gain 1 life after they, or 2 life after they attack next turn, and we kind of see what they have. Otherwise, we're really in the driver's seat with Fiery Cannonade backup. Looks like we're up against some sort of go wide strategy. And again, we're not up against any red decks yet, but when it happens, it's brutal. And even here, you just can't block it. It's quite the life swing. I was trying like crazy to get the original Diablo to work. One of my favorites. So dark and gritty. Sometimes I'd just go down to Farnham the Drunk, was his name, lives down by the river, and just listen to the VO artist tell his tales. And it's like, can a fella drink in peace? He sounds really cool. Whoever the VO artist was for that should have won an award. Sometimes you get him rambling about some quest that, yes, it's completely a waste of time. It's just extra fluff for the, I guess, the lore of the universe, right? Oh, that's what we don't want to see. It's nice tech with that spawn token right there. I hope he doesn't see it when I Fiery Cannonade next turn. Of course, if I do that in response... I'll just attack here. If he trips it, he probably sees it. That's fine. If he wants to, that's like 3 of his resources for 2 of mine. I'm okay with this play. Go ahead and block it. Means you don't have Journey. Cool. I'm fine trading there. Yeah, let's do a little setup turn here. See if we can find a basic. We did not. We like both of these though. I'll say, well, I guess it doesn't matter if I say top does it. I'm going to have to shuffle anyway, so I might as well. I'll just do that. Bloop, bloop, bloop. We'll go here and we'll just really get our mana out in front. Bonk. We need red. We got plenty of white. We got some blue. We'll say yes to this. Go for red. Bonk. And just like that, we've got 5 mana. Okay, there's a Pride Maid if I ever saw one. And what do I do? Double Knight here. Bonk. Yeah, why not? Blue, white. Opponent's probably like, what do you have against red, dude? Oh, speech files. Nice, Nim Chimpskey. For anybody that's extremely bored, I wouldn't blame you at this stage being 03. I wouldn't say this deck is way better than this record suggests, because it is pretty rogue and it's just a lot of fun, but it is much better than our win ratio suggests today. That's for sure. Feeling okay. Happy to trade. Let's go here. I can do that once. Let's drop the wildfire here. Yep. And at this stage, I think I'm going to grab blue. Alex Cass, good to see you, and thanks for joining us, my friend. Ooh, that's going to pay a lot of goods here. I'll just attack into this. Should I? Shouldn't I? I'll wait till his turn. Let's bring this back. Nah. I'm going to wait here. I don't mind trading with the pack mate. Maybe overextends. That Cannonade really comes into play because we have a Crusher right behind it that's going to have a lot of fun next turn. I don't know where this kind of hand was against decks like we needed it against, but I don't mind losing a Dimir. Or even Tron, for that matter. I know it's weird for me to say it, but that Blackburn matchup really hurt. It's not one we should have lost. Just our deck was drawing really funky there. All right. Well, they saw through our plan, didn't they? Cool. Well, let's... we don't need any white, so we might as well be using some of it. I've got plenty of red and white. Let's put this on here. I'll just attack with everything. I could snap the dude, but I'd rather just trade. Get that Cannonade on board for something. Cool, cool. No? Alright. Alright. A strange sequence. Alrighty, let's do damage first. He takes 5. Yep. Is the Cannonade even worth it here? I don't think I'm going to roll with that. I'm going to wildfire. Change of plans. What I got to worry about? Let's trade with that all day long. Let's go get another mountain. And another snap shows up, which is very good. I got 2-turn attack swing here. We'll be all right. Strange to see the Pride Mage main like that, but very flexible card. Great sideboard option. Strange to see main. But in this day and age... Now, if it exiled the artifact or enchantment, that would be something, right? Oh, look at this. We gain even more life. Last Breath. A lot of art. I think there's 3 versions of Last Breath. At least 2. And another reminder, guys. Next week, there will be no show. I will be out of town. And we'll be back for our Halloween awesomeness. With many swamps. But yeah, if you got a cool black deck that isn't Black Sack, please send it. Maybe I'll play Blackburn. I haven't played that in a while, believe it or not. It is very similar, but it is different. Being Halloween and all. Maybe I go Rakdos. I don't know. I often try to play something really mean after having really bad outings like this. Get my ego back in check, right? It happens. Hey, and one of the reasons we like to share just about everything with you guys is for that same reason. It ain't all nice flowery roses and such. Sometimes you crash and burn, especially when you're trying new ideas. Mono black chittering rats. Yeah, maybe I should take a dive and just play the thing that everybody knows I'm like kind of against, right? Let us do... I'll play this. And I guess we'll just attack here. I want to save that Cannonade. Cool. Coming on over. What is this new devilry? Marasa? It is. With the Pride Mage. Alright. Get 6 life back. That'll turn that Zendikon off straight quick. I'm going to snap this here. Ah, that was a misplay. I probably should have... Nah, I don't know what the right play is here. I'll just do this and this. I should say that combat trick from when they ran at me, but Angelic Renewal. Okay. I guess I'll try to pull the trigger now. Bye-bye, Zendikon. Pride Mage gonna come right back. Come on, Zendikon. No. I thought we were going to have a kind of an easy victory, at least this game 1. Pull some Marasa, keeping us honest here, and now we're getting flooded. Yeah, the range sushi, it's tough, especially up in, well, I don't know much about Canada. It's got to be a local game store. Like I said, boy, Ryan Roberts of the MTG Bellingham crew, he did it right. You just make 5 or 6 good pauper decks, take it to your local place, put it behind lock and key, and wave a magic wand, and before you know it, people just show up and can play. There's a guy that has a, it's like a COVID draft box of just every single card. Really, really spent a lot of, just amazing work on it, and just I think it is 1,000 cards, and a lot of them are proxies and stuff, but he lets everybody just kind of partake in it, and it's a lot of fun. Singleton too. I mean, it's just so many cards there, but yeah, this is not how I want to have a send-off for like a week off show here. It's just feel our opponent just clawing back. Would have been nice to 5-0, 4-1, 3-2 even. Not an 0-3 start. This is getting gross. Yeah, MTG Online's pretty easy to get into, and if you're one of the fans of the show, just hit me up, or anybody in our tribe, I should say, or whatever that's called, a clan. If you want some just a lot of like lands and some basics and just stuff. Yeah, I could get 10 cents for this, or $1 for that, or whatever, but it's just not really worth it. Alrighty. I'd rather let people play. Been a lot of times I give people like almost a deck to play just to get them in a pauper and stuff. As long as they don't abuse it. They come back every week and are like, give me some more. Then you cut the switch. But yeah, Angelic Renewal is really seeing some good play with that Solar Migration. That's a lot of card there. Hey, great. Well, maybe we can top deck into one of our other blow up spells here. Let's do this. Yep. And we've only got 2 lands left, and we drew a land. If anything showcases how I'm feeling today, that's probably that move right there. 2 lands left in our deck, and we drew them both. As our opponent claws their way back. This is just the kicking and screaming show. And we haven't faced a single mountain. What is this, the 4th round? As we take a whole lot. Crunch. No combat tricks, no nothing. What's going on here? We are actually going to lose this first game, it looks like, to this. They overextend here a little bit. We have shown a Fiery Cannonade in the yard. What's going on here? Hey, look at that. Cool. Yeah, I can't really do too much about that, though. Let's have 5 next turn. I don't know what I'm holding out for. Opponent's at 12. I'll just try to do a little aha sort of move. Watch, he's got Prismatic Strands. I got the mana for it, that's for sure. I think for the ease of the YouTube audience, not that after this record anybody's going to really want to try this up, but maybe want to try your version at it. Probably just call it Zendikons because of the a little more on the nose. Curiosity ensues. Obvious reasons. Did I say that? What do we have here? Floating the mana for the multiple activations. Lorraine Sushi, I got probably plenty of time this weekend and next week, or beginning of next week. If you want to get your account online and stuff, it's all good. God, I hate having a... I don't want to have to... I'm just going to go to game 3. All the options I've got just suck. All right. Got way too far ahead there. Hey, look what we're going to bring in. I guess we can bring this in, right? And the Sandstorm. Snaps. You know, this is actually a game where it should be all right, but it's still not feeling that good. So we'll take out 2 snaps. A lot of enter the play abilities here. Let's do this. Yeah, that is true for about $10. If you play your cards right, you sell your cards right, and you set up the right bots and stuff, you can be playing. Well, I think that black sack deck that I think you like that one. I know it's swamps and stuff. Yeah, you should probably be able to start playing just immediately like that. The main thing is the stops and the and stuff. It's where is that? Yeah, you just go up here to those are your settings, and you just tell it, you just click where you want the stops to go and things like that. And it takes a little bit of errors and stuff, but you know what you can do is what I do to set up the show. You make a solitary game and you just get used to the interface and how things work, and you can just nibble your own life away. Just don't play lifelink creatures, because then it's a kind of a fool's errand. See where, you know, your playstyle wants the stops, and then if you make a mistake, then you just go back and the next time you fix it. And then pretty soon you get your settings down like bedrock and go from there. Yeah, well, I'll try to do what I can. If you want to commit to a date, just email me, Lorraine Sushi, and we can meet online, and I'll just give you probably 90% of the cards you'll need. Boop. We're saying thank you for being a great mod. All right, I guess we'll keep this. I'm not lying, guys. I'm just in a funk right now as far as this deck goes. I get like this. I really like it. It's been playing a hell of a lot better than it has today, but I don't know what else to say. Odd date. Oh, yeah. I'd be a hypocrite if I wasn't trying to get people always in a pauper, right? What am I doing with some of these cards? You know, I look at them and I'm like, I have 40 of this. It's like I can only play 4 of them. That's the very best thing about Magic Online. You have 4 Preordain. Every deck can have 4 Preordains. You don't have to go buy 16 or ruin your printer's ink getting everything up online. Right, we'll rock here and just go like this. I think I'm going to be saving those Galvanic Blasts for the things of the higher than 3 persuasion. What was it? I think way back in like 8th or 9th edition, I forget which one it was. There was a draft format that was that actually favored those phantasmal beasts, and I think I have like 56 of those at one point, because it was just kind of a junk draft and there wasn't much removal in that format, and I was able to just go crazy with that. All right, we'll see. White. Oops, no, I gotta say blue on that one. Whoop. Here we go. I can't even do that right, I tell you. We'll do this. These are going to be very weak against this list. We've got double Galvanic, so I'm going to bring out the Rustvale here. We have a pretty cool little singleton cube. I tell you what, if we lose this one, I'll just play another deck next round. Doesn't always have to be the one, right? If this is improving well, then, well, we'll try something else. One thing about Black Sack is I wish I had a way around excessive life gain, because... Oh! Nice play. One of the nastiest moves against this style. I think we're going to be 0-4. It has been a long time since we started off that horribly. I'm just doing this out of frustration now, man. Get out of my way, sucker. Hi. Drop this, and we'll just run naked over to the other side of the battlefield. If he's got another dust to dust, I'm going to be dust. Oh, man, that's an old school forest. I used to run those, too. Oh, thank God. Never been so afraid of a card. Another dust to dust. I would have been like, tip my mic over, walk out, rage quit. Oh, don't have it, huh? Forgot it cost another white. Maybe they do have it and this game is over. What is this new devilry? Oblivion Ring. All right. I don't mind that. 2 cards. Come on, we got to be able to recover from this. We'll play this. We'll go blue. We'll go white. And we'll lean on the knight again. Got him at 10. Got him at 8 if he doesn't play a creature. What is going on here? Come on, top deck something good. Let's go. Yeah, all right. Attack. Might have a blank effect here. Keep our mana open before we commit. All right. We'll go boom, boom, boom. Maybe this will eat some artifact hate. I don't know. Shiraz and I used to play a... remember that, Shiraz? About a year back. I think you won every one of them, too. A singleton pauper. That was a lot of fun. Of course, you leaned on the Tron engine, which I always was like, wah, wah. But that's a lot of fun, too. If you get tired of the metagame at any time, that's always a very cool thing to do. Just make a singleton. Just means you have one of everything. Or you can't have more than one of something other than basics. Good times. Just pull the trigger here. All right, Mr. Fat Cat. I'll try to get rid of the cat. I'll probably blow this up in response. That's fine. Yep. Boop. Let's top deck. Steal the Godhead. Come on. Whoop. Nope. It's not in the cards. Our opponent's hurting a little bit for spells. I don't think 2 is really worth it here. I don't want to give him extra stuff, so I'm just going to roll like this. Maybe a Journey will come out and we can snap our own Galina's Knight back, but Purist to me wants to just smash that and run at him, but we've seen Pulse. We've seen quite a bit of life gain. We'll just be happy trading here. That's right. I think you were undefeated, Shiraz. I've got those somewhere. Laying around somewhere in my digital pile up. I can't imagine somebody having more of a pauper count deck list that I do. And then what I don't have is on my tabletop, like all the old lists I used to run from way back when. And just recall them. I think we're headed to 04ville here, guys. Drawing lands. For every good outing you get. Well, not for every. Good God, that would be horrible. Say for about every 50 outings you get one of these shows. I hate that it's happening in October. Enough licking my wounds. This sort of thing happens. Bum, bum, bum. There it is. I would have left it wide open. Well, we'll kill that pack mate, that's for sure. That way we can at least draw into something. Snap's feeling pretty underwhelming in a lot of these matchups. I've been there's a lot of end of the play things, but I'm not getting many of my combat tricks online. It's a bit frustrating. Very happy to see Preordain. Very happy to see this draw. Thank you, deck. It's about effing time. We'll say top and top. Boop. And top. Of course, we're one Pulse of Marasso away from this feeling like a bad move, but hey, it's been a bad day. Let's be honest. We'll throw this on here and start getting our life back. Back on track. Jack. Yeah. So now we can pull even. And yield. Get our life back. That Pride Mage comes back with 6 more life. This is going to be okay. I'm not too worried about that. But will this find the Pulse of Marasa, which will signal the end of our days? Or are they just sitting on a bunch of dust to dusts? How happy am I that that Outlander is dead and I haven't enchanted that, because nice flexible base. I'm not sure which lands you would really pick on. Guess the white ones at this stage. Cool, cool. We'll yeah, we'll do this to this. To oops, what am I doing? Not sure why I barked there. Crusher Zendikon. Yeah. Little misplay there. Should have kept a blue open just in case some sort of shenanigans happens right now, but this is a lot of mana. We're suggesting we have Galvanic Blast behind this. We don't, but I forget what this color is. It says it is red. Okay, it is the color of the card. Okay, that'll not trade. That'll still get over for 1. So we gain a bunch of life. And now the snap error is negated. Can we pull even? That Preordain was a godsend. Ugh. I love that haste damage with the Zendikons. Here's that play again if our opponent is going that route. Well, they take 6. Yeah, I'll just bounce this and go for the win here. Or that. That'll be funner. Let's not make the same mistake here. We'll go boom, boom, boom. We'll say Cannonade. All right. Hey, there's a weird W after my name. What the hell? It's been a while. Ah, man, maybe I should play Envelop. Not. Ooh. Yeah, not much to do here. We've got the commando in there. I like these just to, I guess, throw a little what's that? Standard bear our way. Let's eat some W. Yeah, Preordain was epic. Give us 2 cards we want. Draw one of them. Haste the next turn. Crunch. We have a basic. We've got this. Hey, this is a pretty good hand. I like this in this matchup, especially. Well, no. You know what? If Dust to Dust exile, so it's not going to add up to our yard being much of anything. But we do have the non-artifact, and this dude here is a nice little 1-2 punch. So I'll lead. We'll go that route unless we draw something different. We'll go from there. We can only do what the deck gives us. All right, here we go. Up the bridge. Hey, that's cool. You know, against this list, I might want to put that Wind Zendikon on a basic, given that we've seen no flyers and not much removal outside of Oblivion Ring. Okay, maybe we'll get one of our blow-up lands, right? Never a dead card. Always drawn. So glad I have a basic in my hand here. Now you could, seeing that we're up against this double whiteness, I'm going to lean on just getting our dude out. If we draw a basic, we're probably losing this, and then it kind of turns off this kaboom play as far as like a, oh, I got Dust to Dust early. It's like, well, big deal. It will be a big deal next turn. I do believe the play I'm going to go with next turn, though, is to, I think I'm going to play Silverbluff and then Zendikon the Island. Never a move in game 1, but in game 2 and 3 against Dust to Dust, you got to respect that. Oh yeah, that's right. That one does have reach, right? I can always blast it though. It's a good blast target. I don't have to attack with the Zendikon. It's a damn good blocker though if he doesn't have the removal spell. I just need to get that Steel of the Godhead online quick. And I think my opponent's holding off to that Pride Mage just for that because cat's out of the bag a little bit with that move. No attackies unless I draw a basic key, and I did. Yay! We'll keep his plan at bay here as we keep our life count nice and high. I hope he's got all of the 3 Dust to Dust. It's like, yeah, I've only got 1. I can really stay ahead of this life race here. Competitive little standoff here. We'll see which one gets the nod. Oh my gosh, when I picked up my son at LAX last night in a little airport, little nothing. It's huge and very inefficient. It's built like a horseshoe, and he was at the very farthest end, and I could have walked there faster. It was maddening. I think it's like 3 or 4 miles away tops, and took me like an hour and 20 minutes to pick him up. Pretty pathetic. That's LA for you. Don't let the Hollywood sign fool you. It's a pretty disgusting place outside of the circle of where I live. Hollywood and stuff. Like my brother comes to town. He's like, oh yeah, I want to see Hollywood. And it's like, no, you don't. You might get stabbed. Not a pretty place. All right. Can do that. I'll put the Zendikon on here for defense. It'll probably get nixed this turn. I'll play this out. And I'm just going to do this for min here. I'll call this to blue. Boop. If stuff dies, I'll maybe be able to turn on that Sandstorm. Thank goodness we gained that life. I just take this. Oh, I haven't even heard of that, Nim Chimpskey. Interesting. Okay, maybe they don't have Dust to Dust. We need an Alabaster Blast. Don't look that up. It doesn't exist. Yeah, documentaries are so addictive. I love them. All right, more stuff for the yard. Let's hope we find some goods. Ugh, not that great. I like the basic, though. There we go. I'm going to say bottom. We need some help. Whoop. You're right. I'll give them some options there. Keep that's a little bit more paramount than the other ones. We'll rock like this. As we... I don't know. Should I? 9, 3, 6. I guess we'll attack like this. If he double blocks, I'll shoot one. Take them both out. Fine. Okay. He might have a blink. That would suck, but whatever. Got 3 cards in the yard. Sandstorm, not that effective. Against exile, anyway. Oh, good. I know the trick. Sometimes people run right into that. It's like, crunch. Are they drawing dead? That'd be nice for a change, right? See what we got. Bottom. Might as well put that on the top. Sure, let's just attack. I'll just do that. I'll trade. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more card in the yard with the Galvanic Blast. We'll be all right. Put him at 10. Man, that Zendikon is sure weak feeling, isn't it? Yikes, there's that. They can blow that away, make them do it on their turn at least. Cool. I like drawing that. Let's attack. Maybe they'll use their mana to blow that up. Keep in mind, if they just attack with that Quasi Pride Mage, I can't really block it with the Guildpact because it'll die. One of the few times it will. This might really help us. Wonk. Yeah, documentaries are just so well done. There's a really good one about a black race car driver named Uppity that I really liked. That was really well done. I know the trick, sir. I'm not blocking that. Is our opponent just drawing dead? Or are they waiting on sideboard cards, combo pieces? I'm not sure. It looks like they're going through the same experience we are. No, I'm not so worried about Dust to Dust. Let's attack. Interesting sequence. There we go. Okay. 3 coming at us. That's 4. All right. Oh, Marcus Felt, you want to see Fett. If you want to see the list, one of our dudes will bring it up here. Not that it's doing that great at the moment, but I assure you it's been playing a lot better than this. Otherwise, I wouldn't have brought it, but we're just having one of those days. Come on over, Pride Mage. Is that 4 damage? Okay. Okay. Boy, I wish I had Threshold. 8. Close game. What do we got? What do we got? Down to the wire. Like a Zendikon indestructible list sort of thing. As long as we're either up against our own removal spells or our opponents. But whoa, this is a lot of card. As it comes down with this. Yikes. Oh boy, I kind of like that draw. That'll keep our land a little in check, won't it? Let me think here. Do we fear Ephemerate? Do we try to trip that Pride Mage? I target the Pride Mage. He kills Razortide Bridge. 3. Can't wait around on that forever. Let me we'll blow up the Pride Mage. Hopefully he trips and there's no that's fine. I'll tap this for mana now. Boink. Say okay. That'll fizzle. We have that. Of course, these are flyers, so we're only going to be killing these two, but we do have access to this. But better than that, we have mana and life. Hopefully they just explode with a bunch of ground dudes. Problem is, he can just sack this. It's only so much removal I've got, though. Please don't sack it. Ah! Yeah. We lose again. Just had hope that they didn't know the sack trick. L. What do we got? Yep, 6 coming over. Maybe they'll play a little scared and think I've got another Galvanic Blast in tow. Doubt it the way our day's going. Ugh. This is painful. I'm going to have to play somebody chess or something to get my ego back. My kids are home, be like, hey, play your old man chess. Come on. Crunch. But let's try it again. I know we'd say we play another one, but I want to give this thing another go. Let's go. Last one. Do we lick our wounds? I think it's been over a year and a half since we went 0-5 with a list, but it does happen about every year and a half, 2. Maybe we're due. I don't know. What did we play last week? It was something kind of similar. Definitely did a lot better. We were 4-1 last week. Yeah. We'll see what we can do. Hey, at least we're giving people a lot of hope out there. So, yeah, normally we get these going up and they're unblockable and we stay ahead of the life race. This come over with haste because we've already played these out. I've got removal here. We can untap things like this with a combat trick. And then if that doesn't work, we put this on this and we still do it. But that's not been happening today. We've, a lot of them have gone to, well, no, half of them have gone to game 3. We played Mortar last week. Not quite sure what else. Yeah, I'll probably try to bring some Rakdos tricks to the table for the Halloween show. That would be fitting, right? We'll see how that goes. I love this old artwork here. So cool. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't even upload this show, right? No, I never do that. I'm always happy to share the losses and the scratches and the clawing and, let's hope this guy's moniker doesn't live up to his name. All right, we will keep this. Keep. And hopefully we'll get this strange thing that's been eluding us called a W. What's really cool is my oldest is visiting, so that's cool in and of itself, but he forgot his technology. So it's just been awesome because already he hasn't been here, gosh, just over 12 hours. And I just got a text a couple bit ago there. Oh, we're going to walk to the park. Brothers hanging out together. They're so different that a lot of times they don't really hang out. So as a dad, you're really happy when that happens. And thanks to the phone not being a thing, and like I said, Aaron Sapphire, you all know him, is old beyond his years. A great last one. We're up against the swamp. Wise beyond his years, so he's not really a phone face, as I like to call it. The kid's just kind of living like that. It's nice to see him getting out, getting some vitamin D, getting away from the screens. Play some Tortured Existence. Yeah, you want to see me lose real bad and slowly. Go to the clock. I'm not lying. If we start drawing bad, I'm just going to auto-concede, and we're just going to lick this up to a 0-5. And I did say lick this up, meaning it's not tasting good at all. It's white border duress, too. Ugh. Here's the idea. That's where it goes. Yeah, this... I know, I could just call this Tortured Existence because that's what it's feeling like right now. Good lordy. Go up against the third swamp opponent. Is that right? 1, 2... I guess technically. Yeah, fourth. Tron had access to it. Sure, take away my answers. That's cool. Oh, these white bordered cards. I think the champ is just doing his homework and knows what kind of a day I'm having. Now he's duressing us with white bordered. Ugh. Speaking of white bordered, we only got a few more left to burn. Maybe I should print up this deck list and burn it live on the air. I don't want to badmouth too much. I'm telling you. 3 mana, little clunky starts. Preordain that hasn't been showing up all that greatly, but for the most part, I've been having a lot of fun with it, but boy, not right now. All right, we'll get our Metalcraft online since we're not too afraid of things of them persuasion giving anti-artifact lists. When I was doing Galvanic Blast Breath Mints commercial, if somebody in the chat's probably like, what the hell, if they're not familiar with it, but we do all those little spoof commercials. This cutting out this lightning was so hard. I think it took me like 2 hours. Let's just attack here. He's got access to a 2-mana spell. And now our mana is kind of messing with us. It's good that we don't have the Zendikons. I'm just going to bring out another dude here. Can't even do that right. Boom, boom, boom. We'll say white. And we'll bring out some... we're up against echoing colors. Truth, decay, etc. So might as well get some variety out there, right? Grixis Familiars. Try to make that Cannonade pay some dividends. The kids are going to laugh at me if I lose every game. We have a cruel household that way. Of which they often thank me. Everybody out there that's like, you should let your kids win. It'll hurt their, whatever. It's like, nope, not in this house. In fact, losses are usually met with push-ups. I should probably have myself do a few here. I know we're going to lose this game. I just know it. It's already feeling that way. Here we go. Tempo, duress, snap, free turns. We've got a 2-2. And our mana is not liking us one bit. But hey, we see some red. That's cool. Now we're probably going to eat some removal to the head. What is this? Oh, is this that Serpentine? Galvanic Relay showing up. Hey, at least we're seeing some new decks and we haven't run into any, what do you call it? Oops, wrong one. Up, up, up. Here we go. Galvanic Relay showing. Galvanic Relay. That. Corvex Torch. Okay, let's try to get our life up and online. That's why so many duresses. And they eat the life gain of like maybe Storm and such, right? All right. Boy. No favors here, man. This is ugly. all our all our bears showing up and none of our mana or preordains. Ugly, ugly, ugly outing. Playing like a zombie, but it is almost Halloween, so why not? Down comes Snap. Tempo Smash. So he's just going to do a big old Curvix Torch to us, but we better get our life online a little bit sooner than later. All right. Nice. All three snaps out. All right. I'm going to grab that Cannonade. Yep. And here comes the relay. Yeah, just be super honest with the YouTube video. We'll just call it the Disastrous Show. I think the last... What deck were we playing? I think it was a version of Gone the last time I went. Well, no, I think that was a 1-4. I can't remember. It was probably some strange infect list or something that went... Just run into a buzzsaw of like black and red decks. But it does happen. Do it long enough. I think overall our average is usually a 3-2. Some weeks better, some not. Come on, opponent. I don't want to hang out this long. I'm going to go play me some Azul. Love that game. Best deck on this show. I'll take hype any way I can get it. I think he's just like trying to bore me out here. I'm not quite sure what the play here is. I'll get a pillow. Just make a... Come on. All right. I'm going to give this guy to 19 even, and then I'm just going to quit. Nim Chimpskey. Come on, I said 19. Here we go. There's nothing happening. I think he's trying to bore me to death. Waiting for him to pay costs. Okay, let's pay your costs. Oh, look at that. All right, I lied. Huh? I'll let him go for it. Lordy. Gotta play that torch or it gets torched. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I gotta see if the neighbors want to get a little powwow while I'm waiting for this gigantic download and upload, since YouTube and Twitch have been fighting each other. If anybody out there is a streamer and you can go to your YouTube and take a screen grab for me of where you tell it to accept Twitch's feed, because all the videos I see in the how-to and what I remember, that option's just gone, and it went away right when Twitch had that big security break. I'm almost positive they're just not telling me the full story. Good grief. This is just madness. I'm just going to do this because I want to be mean. Not even a good play. Just doing stuff. Give me some land. Even though I could have made it myself. What do we draw? Another bear. I'm out of here. Concede. The universe hates me right now. The last thing I wanted to see. Good grief. All right. Well, there's 1 and 1. I'll get rid of some of this. There's a whole lot of duress going on. Like these. at getting rid of the snaps here. You're not going to be needing too much on the angle of that. Bringing one of these and whoop, boop, 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 boom. This is a lifestyle deck. Guess I'll get rid of one of these. Let's try this. Yeah, COP red's going to be nice if it drops. Probably get the rest. Boy, after this kind of a show, I will need a break. Thanks, deck. All these colorful lands. All right, we'll keep this. Drop that bridge. Hopefully we can just shoot him before everything goes offline. He ain't so good. We didn't see too much along that way. I'm going to get rid of Guardian. You'll do this turn. Champ 2003 is not doing much along the way of making this pain go by any faster. Come on. Beginning combat. What are you playing? Force of Will? Let's go. Hey, it's not a first turn duress. Nice for a change. I would have liked to have a Preordain in my opener. Darn it. So no show next week, 23rd. After this beating, I'm going to need it. We've done that, we've done that, we've done that. And yeah. But even in losses. Thanks for joining me, everybody. Always cool to see. I'll try to stem the bleeding here. Let's get this online while we can. And just top deck a Steal the Godhead and go for the win in 4 or 5 moves. Actually, with those Galvanic Blast, it'd be even quicker than that. But that's right. I like the little devil face. I love me devils. All right. We've got Blast for days. Let's see if we can do anything with this. A lot of red and a lot of red out, so I'm not really complaining about that. Thank God we drew that plane, right? Guess we had a mulligan to get there. Yep, I agree, Nim Chimpskey. Lost one. Maybe I should have lost more. It's just I want to be able to have a way to get that life back. Okay, red's online. Not too worried about that. Be so cool to top deck a Cleansing Wildfire right now. That would feel very clean, wouldn't it? Hey, wish I could bolt myself. Damn it. Protection from red. It's just the ultimate. There's been like 2 of those kind of moves so far today. It's like, oh yeah? Oh wait, I'm protected from myself. Cool. And they're playing slow. This is painful. Got 12 damage in my hand if I can land something. Come on. 1 snap down. And I think they're reading Moby Dick. Wow. That was a like 40-second wait for nothing. That's great. Boink. Why not? Want to use a counter on it? You'll be my guest. Maybe I need a snap for the snap so that they can't snap it. Galvanic Blast ain't doing nothing. Bunch of masochists in the chat, I tell you. Watching my pain. It's like a cult of Rakdos, the chat right now. They're just like gleefully like, oh, look at him slowly bleeding. As we get snapped, probably compulsive research. Oop. I don't think I've seen the artwork, the alt art on this one before. Not a fan. All right, 4 to the face. Let's get out of this place. Crunch. Boom. Bing pow. Fine. It's better than the other counters, right? Just going to do this now. Hopefully he drops a swamp and a duress because we're drawing super dead here. Get him in a Scaryville. Scary town. Only red out there. Of course, we've seen snap. It's no big deal. I'll probably solidify at 8 or 6 life. And I just want this island to be met with a duress. I was kind of pissed at myself, Nim Chimpskey, because I think last week I aired the Rakdos Carnarium commercial. I was like, what was I thinking? Shouldn't have done that. Should have saved that for the Halloween show. Well, maybe I'll just play it again. There's no rules. That'll be 3 weeks since I did it, right? What do we got here? Familiar with a duress? No, just familiar. Boop, there it is. Here comes snap. Probably. Yep. Boing. My face should say it all right now. I'm like, it'd be a funny YouTube experiment to just call this the depressing show. How many people would click on it and be like, what's he talking about? Is that a new deck? Yeah, technically I am having fun. I'm just the frustrated show. That would be a better name. The Bridge to Nowhere show. All these bridges. Yeah, no kidding, Nim Chimpskey. Had I known it was going to turn out like this, I would have had that queued up. Screw flood. Anyone wants to be quick on the draw and find that in the chat? It might be funny if somebody's never seen it, but yeehaw, what do we have here? 1 wilds, amorphous, a barons. You'll do this turn. All right, hopefully. Boiler works interesting here. Let's do that now. Bonk. Let's turn off a bit of the snap engine. Give me something good. Not a land. Just going to do this now. Let him duress us. Or Elementalist. Going to be a bit of a pull. Yep. Yeah, Baron's a good pull. No reason for them to even use duress. They already know it's in my hand if they've been paying attention. Be funny if he does it though. Manamorphous showing up. Double red showing down. What do we have here? Ardent. My grab and relay. Hey, thank you, Nim Chimpskey. That one and the horse race are probably the two hardest ones I've done. Snap going back. Hopefully we can kill that elementalist. Boy, that Boiler Works play with the Cleansing Wildfire was key. Yeah. I'm just doing this to do it. Snap's gonna end it there, but I'll hopefully eat that duress. I just really want just the small victory. Come on over. Hey, Snake Eyes MTG. Run away, it's ugly. We're crashing and burning hard. Drawing horribly. It's a despondent show of the ages. They're bound to happen, but good lordy. As I will yield to this turn. At this stage, this isn't even good for my health. Just looking at this. Just guys, Zendikon. Not something you should try, apparently. That was probably about 15-4 with this list before today's show. Yeah, we'll lose here and there, but for the most part, it was like winning a lot. And I was like, this will be a fun one. Bring the Zendikons blast from the past, you know. Every other game, I needed more lands and then no lands. At least we're seeing a interesting variety of lists. Dimir, Blackburn, Tron, Celestia, and now Grixis. It's like losing to a rainbow. My old buddy, Roy G. Biv. Yeah, that's true. Well, good point, Shiraz. There's a little silver lining, right? Come on, use that duress, please. Maybe we'll win on time. Of course, I'm just going to lick my wounds here, guys. This is so maddening. Conceding. So here's the list if anybody wants it. I was gonna go out with a little bit of a Halloween thing, but I'm gonna save that for the next show because it doesn't deserve this show. Thanks for joining me, everybody, hanging out. The list will be there if anybody wants it. Feel free to improve upon it. It obviously needs it. I'm just kind of at wit's end here. Like I said, I was well in the winner's bracket on my little hashtags as far as like where this deck can sit. But anyway, another reminder, no show next week. I'll be out of the area. But until then, we did play Guardian of the Guildpact, so we might as well see what he's like on the Zodiac. Thanks for joining me, everybody. We'll see you in 2 weeks for the Halloween show with a hell of a lot better record. Adios.